Ooh, we're gonna be doing comedy live streaming. Hello there, Jane. How you doing?
Hello.
She's just so happy. All right. So, sure, this is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to start, so we ask that you please silence your cell phones and keep table talk to a minimum. All right, gay guy, fuck you in the ass.
Oh my gosh.
We also ask that you please.
You might want to cover your ears for this part.
Well, in running and blowjobs, Dan.
What the hell? I did not approve of
And if
this.
you get offended, you have a right to stay or leave. We really don't give a fuck, because we're comedians. Now, on with the show. Now, our feature for this evening. You've seen him as Wolverine, you've also seen him on Cops. Andrew David Dallin, weighing in at 250 pounds. Muscle with dick. Now, our host for this evening.
Can you hold this for me? I'm streaming.
Weighing in at 200
Oh, wait,
pounds.
wait.
Full of this bullshit. Give it up for Dan Strahan.
Stand right there.
It's streaming, I guess. Huh? There we go. Do you have the list?
Hi.
Woo! You guys ready to rock and roll?
He's already missing the show.
I said, are you guys ready to fucking rock and roll? Yeah. Alright, I'll be your host for this evening, this fucking clusterfuck.
No, I'll go. I'll do it.
I grew up with a lot of friends, surprisingly. And I realized something today as I was thinking about it. I was talking about this one friend I had when I was 5 years old, and we'd play like vampires and wolverines and shit. He'd be like, I'm a werewolf, woo! You know, stuff like that. And I'd be like, this got to be normal. We're kids, right? You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, he was kind of retarded. Turns out all my friends were kind of retarded. I knew this one kid, he had a stuttering problem. I thought it was normal. I didn't know. He'd be like, hey, I was like, man, are we learning Morse code too? I was like, sweet, fuck yeah, dude, you know? I knew this other kid, right? He would like just be dying laughing, like, look, man, I'm doing the monkey, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh man, you know, this must be normal or something. He takes off all his clothes, his little dick's hanging out, whatever. I'm like 8 years old, you know. So I go get his parents, and I'm like, you know, he's naked doing the monkey. And I'm like, oh no, not again. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized I'm kind of retarded too. Dude, when I was like 6 years old, I used to watch the Batman animated series.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? And I'd go up to the TV with Catwoman would show her titties and stuff, and I'd pause it, and I'd literally look down at the TV like I could see inside. I realized I was pretty special. And I used to do nasty shit. Like, I jacked off to, like, Teen Titans. Y'all know who Teen Titans are? Yeah. Fucking remember Raven? Yeah, some people do. Yeah, fuck that So Raven. Fuck that lesbian bitch. I wanted the real thing, you know what I mean? I wanted Raven, you know? Powerpuff Girls, I was jacking off to that, too. It was crazy, dude. It was a crazy time. But I grew out of that, right? I grew out of it. I started jacking off as a teenager to Vampire Diaries, all right? I grew up, you know? Fucking, you got Elaine, you got Stefan, you got Damon. Caroline. Little love triangle, right? You know? And then you got that bitch Catherine. God, I hated that bitch. She was Elaine's evil twin and shit. She got killed off in season 5 by Stefan and shit, you know? Glad that happened, you know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. Now I'm full retard. Now I look up conspiracy theories. I keep thinking George Bush did 9/11. Oh. And been looking up facts about Bin Laden. You know, he's kind of relatable if you think about it. Oh. Listen. When they captured Bin Laden had a hard drive full of American shit. Right? He had movies and video games. You know, he had like the movie Cars. Right? Yeah. Instead of saying Allah Akbar, you think he went in there and said, ka-chow, boom. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. He played video games like Counter-Strike. So, like, that video game is pretty much you're an American versus the terrorist. And you got to pick one team to be on. He was probably an American, you know, fighting his kids on the video game. And every time he'd lose, he'd be like, God damn it, I'm still an American. That's why I'm losing, you know? Stupid American. He plays stuff like Nintendo games, you know, and think about it, man. He's just stoning women, you know. How dare you not wear a hijab? But also, let's play Animal Crossing. Them goats are fucking sexy. Yeah. That's new shit. New shit. You guys like ecstasy? Huh? Let's go down this dark rabbit hole, can we? Let's go down this fucking... I love ecstasy, right? Fucking love it. Love Molly, ecstasy, whatever you want to call it. Got a little meth in it, no problem. I did it with my buddy one time in front of my parents, and my parents live with me because they're older, right? They're like in their 80s, man. And I'm doing it with my buddy, right? And we're fucking rolling. So I go up to my mom, and you know, when you're doing drugs in front of your parents, you want to blame it on other stuff. Oh, it's just alcohol, it's just weed or mushrooms. You want to be like simple about it. In my case, it was mushrooms. I go up to my mom, and I'm like, you know, I love you and shit. You know, I fucking, oh my God, you know. I'm like, you know, jittery, you know, my jaw's going. Can't keep in my goddamn mouth. You know how ecstasy is. And she's like, what do you want? I'm like, mushrooms. I'm like, my dad's like, you better not be on the goddamn mushrooms, you know. So I'm doing them, you know, and I'm rolling. I'm like, Mom, I love you. You ever play that game, Crash Bandicoot? You know, you wear them white girl pants and think they're black, you know, capris and stuff. You know, you jump on a box, you go up, down, 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 up, down. You get the peaches, man. You get the fucking peaches. They're so sweet. Oh my God. And then you level up. Oh, Dad, I love you. Oh my God, I love you so much. Oh, I know you masturbate the shit and everything, and I know you shot a gun in the house 2 months ago, but it's okay. It's okay. There's no punchline to that. I've just done a lot of ecstasy. I'll tell you one more before I go. When you have sex, it's really hard to come on ecstasy. Because you be sitting there with your lady, right? You be doing her. You be twisting your nipples and shit. You can hear vibrations. You're doing her. 4 hours later, you're still doing her. Like, man, it's raining outside, but tomorrow's going to be a nice 75, and I'll be really depressed. And then you're like, oh, I'm about to come. The ecstasy must be wearing off. And you get ready, and then you fucking come. And you're like shooting loads everywhere, and you're like to the window, to the walls, to the sweat runs down my balls. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. Just get a towel. Just get a towel. I swear it's got leprosy. It's got blisters on it. May need to get some ointment. May need to get Jesus. I don't know. No real punchline to that. I've just done a lot of ecstasy. You guys ready for your feature? This guy coming in today, he's a fucking special friend of mine. He's going to be featuring for you guys twice tonight. Splitting up the time. Give it up for Andrew David Daller.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, so I'm so excited that my mom is here. Promised her some good material. Now, I'm sure we can all agree that we're so happy that election is over, right? I mean, because no matter what side you're on, thank God it's over. But if the results were a surprise to you, can we just be honest? Maybe you need a new set of news sources, because I might be showing my age, but back in the day, the polls were supposed to be plus or minus 2%, right? So I feel really bad for you TikTok people. Like, Kamala's surging in Florida. Texas is gonna go blue. No. So shouldn't we at least admit that, I mean, how do these people still have jobs? They're making like at least 6 figures. Okay, that really wasn't where I want to start out. I just want to do some political commentary. But I've been told that because I didn't vote for Kamala Harris that I'm either racist or a sexist. Well, if I was racist, why would I have a Black Lives Matter notebook? All right, let's on with the show. Actually, to heal the place, you know, we're told that it's the uneducated voters that brought Trump into office. So here, I'm going to help you out, Ocala, because while I was in jail recently, yes, jail, the slammer, 30 hours, bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Oops. I was able to smuggle out some reading material that I got. I'd like to share this with you. Now, don't worry, the reading level is not too high. It is jail. Now, I was very impressed that they had something called the I Survived series. This is about young adults through history that have survived major events. Like this first one is, I survived Gettysburg in 1865. Yes, and there's a young man, and he's obviously looking scared, but I am extremely offended, as a white person should be, for these black people, because of all the stereotypes this is putting in here. First of all, he's obviously late to the war. He doesn't have a uniform. He doesn't have a gun. This is terrible. And I'm wondering, how does he survive the battles of Gettysburg? So I had to open this up, and I did a chat GPT summary, so it might not be very accurate. Oh my God. So it says, Mr. Cleveland, you, Tyrone, Mr. Cosby, Mr. Jefferson, and Sanford and Son march in front of the white regiment to draw the enemy's fire. We looked at each other and said, ah, hell no, and bolted out of there. Honkies be trippin'. That's pretty much the summary right there. ChatGPT, he's summarized. Now, I know that you're looking at this photo. I don't know if you can see it from way far away, but I'm gonna rely on your ability to see contrast, because this is a very, very famous photo that you've seen every day that's permeated through society. Yes. You see it now? Yeah. There you go. That was the first. That is the Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad. Whenever you see a sign out there, that means black person crossing. And you beware of that. Sir. Appreciate you, sir.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
On with the show. And so that I don't, I make sure I offend everybody, the next one I got was, I survived the Japanese tsunami. Now, first off, whoever the photographer is of this photo should have gotten it like whatever the Pulitzer Prize or something. This is an amazing photo. But then it's photobombed by this autistic Asian fleeing a Star Trek convention. I don't know what's going on here. So I don't know how he survived the Japanese tsunami, so let me read some of this to you.
Oh no.
So much spreading! Kind of anticlimactic there.
Oh my
All right. The next one, and I've saved the best for last, is a horror movie. A is for Alien. Yes, you've seen it. It is the Alien series by Little Golden Books. Little Golden Book, this is not a joke, did Little Red Hen and Mother Goose. They now bring you the 1979 horror classic, A is for Alien. And there's Sigourney Weaver. I think the alien's happy up there. What's going on? It starts off, it's pretty good here. Look, he's petting the kitty. It's so obviously so great. Now, I've read the original novelization by Alan Dean Foster. It has a lot of extra details in there. I've seen the 1979 Ridley Scott film, and I was quite impressed with how accurate this book was able to capture the feeling of the original movie. I mean, you got A is for Alien. There's one out there. I'm not going to go through the whole book, don't worry, because I want you to buy it. B is for Button. C is for Crew. Look, there's 7 people. Now, I would love some really astute child to realize, wait a second, where are they going? Because later on, F is for Face Hugger. Wants to hug your face. That's what you tell the kid, right? Yeah. G is for Growing. H is for Help. Brett found the alien. What does it do to him? Oh my gosh, but obviously it's going to give him a hug, right? It's going to give him a hug. But we don't see Brett anymore. We just don't go over that. There's no blood or anything. This is good. J is for Jones. K is for Kane, if you remember the climax of the movie. Mm-hmm. And it says, his tummy is grumbling. Oh my! And just getting back to the R is for Ripley. She's ready to take charge. Why is she the only one? It doesn't say I love it. There's so many questions. I know you're probably going to keep it up there. So this is probably a good spot to end here. Thank you so much for coming in. You guys missed Story Hour. You guys are probably then going to vote for Trump next year. That's okay. All right. Or no, we can't vote for him again. Yes. 47, 45, 47. All right. Getting hopped off the stage right now. Let's bring up our next act. Yeah.
See, that was very good.
Give it up for Andrew David Galler. Come on, y'all do better for that. It's his fucking birthday.
10 people.
Give that guy a blowjob. He needs
Full
it.
job. Only if you're
May have herpes. I don't know. All right, you guys ready for your next comic? Yeah. Let's go. All right, get your hands together for our very own Jew, Brett Golden.
Thank you for coming and supporting me.
You are welcome.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you. I did play the B word.
Not the same Brett from the book.
Is it your first time seeing him?
Or maybe it is.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
I just
really?
jumped up in the attic and hid
Okay.
there. I'm Jewish.
leave
There's
it
another
PG.
Jew that went up in the attic.
Oh. Wait, what did he say?
didn't have a cat with me. That's why I survived. That's dark, guys. Can you? Hey, is it too soon? I don't know.
He didn't have a
I
cat.
don't
That's
know.
why he survived.
Andrew, do you need your phone?
How's everybody doing? You guys excited about today? Ready for a comedy? Love this. Kicks hurt just a little bit more than average. He can swim left pretty fast. Fastest left swimmer. NASCAR of swimming. Straight at it. Hey, I got a weird concept. I'm gonna talk about this with you guys. I keep working on it, and I gotta be honest with you. The more and more I work on it by myself, it gets worse. So lower your expectations. I have this thing about ghosts. Who here believes in ghosts? You guys believe in ghosts? You believe in ghosts? You believe in ghosts? Okay. I gotta be honest with you. When Darren got up here and started talking, I feel like you were weird. You were really wide-eyed. Were you surprised by his comedy? No, you were good with it.
Great.
Are you guys Christians? Are you guys Christians?
100%. I'm offended right now.
Nice. Hey, I'm a Jesus man too.
I'm just kidding.
So you do believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else believe? So like, have you ever seen a ghost? You guys ever seen a ghost?
100%.
Did you see a ghost together?
No.
No? Huh. Coinky dink? I think not. No. Any crazy story? What happened with this ghost? Anything crazy? Was it like a little will-o-wisp, or was it like a full-on person? Was it like a little kid in a tie?
Levitated my bed. And
Ooh.
doorway, all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah.
Sure you just weren't like at a fun house? Okay.
You asked.
I did ask. Who else saw the? Did anybody else see the bed? Who else see this? No? Nobody else saw? Hey, Hey, that's your testimony. I can't disprove that. My thing though, if ghosts were real, like, why are they so mean? Who's mean to strangers? Like, you're just mean to strangers all the time? You see a stranger, you're just like, ah, fuck, you start throwing stuff off their shelves, shaking their bed, lifting them up. You do all that? Yeah, stop doing that. It's not nice. Yeah, we all suck, lady. Well, this is literal and figuratively. I don't suck, but I also don't suck. And I do suck at the same time. I'm moving on. Anyways, so the only thing that I could think of, who's mean to strangers? Demons and this lady. That's it. Demons and her. That's it. Those are the only people that are really mean. I don't know. That's it. I just wanted to throw that out there. Are you adding to the bucket? Hey, I'm going to tell you guys a really horrible... Okay, hold on. First off, talk about me not being mean to strangers. This was an accidental mean thing that I did. This is one of the worst things I've ever done. My brother was taking me to school one day. I'm in like 12th grade. You see the alien one? I didn't drive. Sorry, I lived in South Florida. I rode the city bus. Driving down the road, and I just roll my window down, and I just feel it. You can see, and I just, whoosh, as I spit, everything went in slow motion. I didn't realize where I was. I spit on a bus stop of kids. And out of everybody that I spit on, I didn't spit on like the mean like bully kid. I spit on like the hunched over kid with glasses, and as we're driving away, we just heard, ew! And I feel guilty about this. And I wish I would have hit the bully kid, but I hit the nerdy kid. And to be honest with you, I say this joke to where hopefully one day he stands up and goes, hey man, that was me, and I have a super hot model wife, and I invented Post-its again, or something. And then I could sleep. So really, this is just a PSA. If he's out, okay, he's not here. All right, that's my time. My name's Brett. Thanks, guys.
Give it up for Brett Golden. All right. Remember to keep table talk to a minimum and tip your bartenders. Give it up to the bartenders. Yeah. Hey, a little bit more noise. They'll spit your drink. Come on. All right, you guys ready for your next comic? Are you guys ready for your next comment? Come on, you're what's ready for this. Give it up for Pat the Geese.
Darren Strahan, everybody. Give it over for Darren. He makes an ankle monitor to look good, doesn't he? Fashionable. All right. My girlfriend said to me, she said, Pat, I think I could have sex with a woman if she was a model. And I just laughed at her. She's like, why is that so funny? I said, you realize both of you can't just lay there, right? One of you has to do the work. She got mad at me for that one. She got mad at me for this old classic. I cheated on her in a dream. She got pissed off at me for that one. Any other ladies get mad at your man for cheating on a dream? Okay, two crazies in here, okay? That's fun. No, and she got pissed off at me for that. So I said, okay, you know, what's the problem? She said, the worst part is the woman wasn't even attractive. So I said, okay, just for future reference, if I do cheat on you, it's better if she's smoking hot. Is that what you're saying? She said, no, I'm not saying that at all. I said, that sounds like exactly what you were saying. If it's worse because she's not attractive, it's better because she is attractive. That's Smash-O-Matics, everybody.
Smash-O-Matics.
Smash-O-Matics. She wasn't even done being mad at me for that yet, right? She was still mad. Then she got mad. She said, don't you ever have dreams about me cheating? And this is adorable. She actually called them nightmares. Don't you have nightmares about if I might cheat on you? I said, no, I don't think guys have that dream. Any guys in here have nightmares about your gal cheating? Any betas in the room? No, none, obviously. If there are, you're smart enough not to admit it, right? Because there's no faster way to send your gal scurrying to another man than to say, honey, I had another nightmare again. The same nightmare again, honey. It keeps happening. She wanted something close. This is the closest thing, honestly. Where's Andrew? Did he leave? Oh, man. The closest thing I had to a dream where I got mad at her was I was dreaming about the alien. I was fighting aliens at a machine gun. I was defending my gal, and she was just like worthless, right? She runs slowly. She wouldn't pick up a gun. I woke up, I said, well, I was kind of frustrated with you for that dream. She said, well, that's not real. It didn't happen. I said, I never cheated on you in your fucking dream. Okay, that was just me taking out my frustrations. My girlfriend got robbed at knife point just a few blocks north of here. In Minnesota. Okay, it's funnier when it's not in your neighborhood. And I was not sure how to handle it. I felt like I had to start going to the gym, right, and get all buff. Because you never know when you might be single again, folks. You gotta... It's important to stay in shape, everybody. I was this close to being single that day. Okay, not quite accurate. It was more like... It was more like this close to being single that day. Okay, too dark for some of you, I can tell. Does it help to know she's okay? She's fine, everybody? My girlfriend did not get stabbed that day. Yeah, if there's anyone who knows how to avoid being penetrated, it's her.
He's laughing so much.
She was in no danger, believe me, folks. That's like her special move, okay? All right. Do we have any doomsday preppers in the crowd tonight? Any preppers here? None in Ocala? I don't believe you. Yeah, you should get into doomsday prepping, folks. It's my new favorite hobby. I just got myself a couple of chickens. So if there's ever an apocalypse, at least I'll have some chickens to fuck. All right, again, some of you on board with chicken fucking?
Some on board.
Some of you are dog people. That's fine. Whatever you want, folks. Nobody's going to judge us during the apocalypse. We can hang out. You mean a chicken, buddy. What do you say, huh? Call that a Micanopy Eiffel Tower around this place, huh? Oh, you're all judging me and this guy because we're going to fuck chickens later. What? You think the chickens would prefer if we ate them, folks? You think if I could talk to my sexiest chicken? Ellen DeGeneres. I'd say, look here, Ellen DeHeneris, I'll give you a choice tonight. You can be on my bed or a bed of lettuce. What do you think Ellen's picking, folks? Ellen's coming home with me. Chicken salad's on the menu, Ellen. I can eat it or I can toss it. You know? What do you want? Ass or beak, buddy? What do you want? I'm a gentleman.
I'll go up front.
Yeah. Beak's rough, but I kind of like it that way, you know? Kind of like it that way. All right, that's my time, everybody. I'm going to end on bestiality. Welcome to Darren Strahan, your host back today.
Give it up for the Make-A-Wish Foundation kid, Patrick Geese. You guys ready for your next comic? Yes, sir. Dan, are you ready to get up here? Always. Always? All right, your bartender's coming up here. Give it up for Dan Bennett. Let's go. Give him a minute.
Play some tunes.
Yeah. Tunes? Well, disconnected for some reason. Yeah, just my luck, right?
Stick it back in.
Sing something.
I don't know. Oh, there it is.
Mom's here. I know. It's totally...
Here he comes, Dan Bennett.
Hey, what the fuck is up tonight, everybody? Put your hands together for yourselves. We're coming out, fucking making this another wonderful night. Thank you. I do want to remind everybody we do have tickets still available for the upcoming Christmas roast on December the 5th, 9 p.m. on Thursday. They are going quickly, so if you haven't got them yet, they're $3 each, 2 for $5. So it's not a bad deal, not a bad date night, if I say so myself. I'd like to start off too. Last week, I went a little hard in the paint on a couple of young ladies that work locally, and I am sorry. I called them dumb and ugly.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, not true. It's not true. You're very beautiful. Still dumb, but very beautiful. No, that I do want to extend an olive branch out. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
You didn't hurt my feelings.
Sorry.
Just don't be on your phone and talking during my set, I guess. I don't know.
I wasn't talking, they were talking to me.
You were talking back. This is how this started last time. This is crazy. I was trying to say sorry, now I don't mean it. Now I mean it like when I say it to my girlfriend. It's crazy.
It's a real argument. You two should
No,
just
but
kiss
I
someone.
should do. No, girls are gross. Just talked about having a girlfriend. I said girls is gross. That's cool. Have 2 daughters. Girls are gross. It's crazy. So I did want to come out and talk tonight a little bit. I haven't really touched on this much before, but I think we should open up the can. Talk a little bit about religion, maybe. Right? Nothing bad. I don't have any bad. You know, everybody's got their own shit that they want to do, and if it gets you through life, dude, fucking have at it. I smoke weed and beat off. If you want to pray, that's fine. That's cool.
Can I do all
I just like to. Yes, actually, you can do all of that. All the above. But I like to think that God was a bit of a jokester, right? You know, because he channeled when they wrote the good book, like he channeled himself through these people to write the words, right? At least that's what they say, right? And so I just like to think that, when, he's like, the guy was writing out, he's like, Abraham had to sacrifice his boy, and God's kind of a dick about it. And then God and it was like, God's a really benevolent and cool guy, and you don't ever say a bad thing about him. That's what,
Oh, yeah.
that's what I think happened. When I was growing up, we legalized gay marriage in this country, which is really rad, so fucking put your hands together for that. Absolutely. That was very half-hearted. Thank you, sir. It was, we did that. But in the good book, not really their thing. So I wonder if he made a little addendum up there in his head, and he's like, it is okay for these guys to get together, marry, and live their lives together like some normal people. I agree. But I also like to think that our little practical jokester God maybe left a little loophole in there. You know what I mean? So I think that maybe, when Mr. and Mrs. Jones lay down after a nice birthday dinner, and Mrs. Jones decides that she's going to, for his birthday, and she maybe slips a finger down Main Road, you know what I mean? Like, and then their house burns down and they die in it. And then they both wake up in the hell, and the hell's just like, I don't write the rules. I don't know, dude. He said that's terrible. I don't know. Talk to God. I don't know. Tell him about it. God listens.
Yeah, that's just one story.
I think God's a funny dude.
Yes.
God made platypus. Like, that's a weird thing. It makes eggs. Set it on fire. You know what I mean? If some woman came out and just laid an egg and was like, that's the one, I'd be like, not today, you crazy. We're going to get that right out of here. We'll send it off on this. Does anybody have any fears? Any like irrational fears?
Ghosts.
Ghosts? Okay.
Drowning underwater.
Bed bugs. I was actually, somebody said bed bugs in the back. I worked for Terminix for 4 years. Let me put this in your nightmare fuel before I let you guys go. How about some people are allergic to bug bites of all kinds, and some of those include bed bugs. And that's how infestations happen across entire apartment complex. Some little old lady is immune to bed bugs, and she's just like swimming in them. Bed bugs are supposed to hide during the day. They're supposed to go away, hide like I do when the lady comes home. Go to the garage, get the fuck out of the way. But these were like literally from morning till night, all like crawling up and down the walls. Still makes my skin crawl, dude. That's crazy. There's not really a joke. I was just kind of bug Hitler for a while, I think. I know what it looks like. I know what it sounds like. I am the most racist looking Ninja Turtle, and for that, I'm out. But like, I'm not saying I agree with the guy, but I don't know. That's my time, guys.
You gotta go with these another great fan of him.
Give it up for Dan Bennett. Alright, you guys ready for your next comic? Alright, this guy's first time here at Mutiny, so give him a I can't speak. Big round of applause. Give it up for Bo.
Thank you, everybody. I'm glad to be here. This is my second time getting up in front of a bunch of strangers and getting their attention to say a bunch of really stupid stuff with a microphone. I've done it like 10 times without a microphone, but this is my second time with a microphone. So hopefully I'm getting better. My name's Bo. We already said that. This is my second time doing this. I feel like I want to be a comedian at this point in my life, Yes. Right now, during the day, I'm an engineer, and that kind of sucks. Especially like if you could be a comedian. I spent a lot of time preparing to be an engineer, but I wasn't told everything that was going to come with being an engineer, When you're an engineer, people just assume that you're smart and like you're good at math. They just assume that about you. They always like come to you and want you to solve problems and design stuff, and it's like, bro, just give me some space, They just assume everyone likes doing math, working on their computer, but I don't like to be pigeonholed like that, I suck at all those things. So I want to be a comedian. I feel like it's a lot less pressure. You can do whatever you want when you're a comedian. Nobody's judging you. If you do drugs, you're up all night, whatever. When you're a comedian, nobody calls you complaining that the bridge you designed suffered a catastrophic failure. It seems pretty chill. I might try that out. So that's why I'm here. What's good is like over the past years, every time like I'd have a funny story, a funny joke, I'd write it down, right? So I have like lots of funny jokes and stories that are hilarious, right? I have all this stuff. I just don't have it with me tonight. I've got it. And that happened to me a lot. Like, I'll have something, and the day I need it, I go to get it, and it's gone, right? It drives me crazy. It happens to me all the time. I'm always losing stuff. Until a couple of years ago, I came to the realization that, like, I don't really lose anything. My wife just finds it and then hides it from me. That's it. I swear, everything. I was going to my office last week. I show up, I plug my laptop into my portal, turn on my mouse, shake it around, nothing. The freaking USB receiver is missing, that little thing. So my wife came in, went through my work bag, took out my mouse, opened up that little compartment, pulled out the USB, and was just like, just throws it. It pisses me off. I know that's what happened. I didn't lose it, okay? I knew where it was. And it happens all the time. It drives me crazy. She's always just moving stuff and hiding it from me. And what's crazy is, like, we've been divorced for 5 years. And she's still doing this. I know it's her. I mean, it's just weird that she would do that kind of stuff. But, I mean, she is a little bit weird. I had a really big meeting a couple weeks ago where there was like going to be attorneys and like other consultants from other firms and stuff. It was this really important meeting to talk about like right-of-way acquisition and stuff. I don't know what the hell they were talking about. I'm just going to these meetings, right? But I figure at least I can try to look nice. So that day I was like, yeah, I got these Bigfoot socks. And I was like, I really want to wear these Bigfoot socks because it's like nobody else knows I have them on, but I know. And I'm like, yeah, I got like Bigfoot energy today. Nobody knows. I go to get my Bigfoot socks, open the drawer. Guess how many Bigfoot socks I got?
One.
Yeah. She's at it again. It's been years of this stuff going on. So I had it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to text her. So I text her. And I said, Katie, why do I only have one Bigfoot sock? Where's my other sock? We don't talk a lot, you know. But I text her, hoping she'd come clean. And then she responded, and I could tell by her response that it was her. She had it, she took it. She texted back and she said, are you on drugs? That's deflection. I know that. You're just trying to deflect from the real issue that you got my Bigfoot sock. But it's okay. I can get more Bigfoot socks. But I swear to God, if I see one of her boyfriends walking around wearing Bigfoot socks, I'm going to do something terrible to him, like offer to design his house. Thank you.
You guys like Bo? All right. You ready for your feature again for his second act?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to pull a rabbit out of his ass. He's gay. Give it up for Andrew David Dowler.
Alright, so this is awkward. I felt for sure my mom and my aunt would leave before I did my second set, so they're still here. So the warning label's off. So I promised them no sexual material in that first part, but it's impossible to not mention that my mom is 69 years old. Now, I did mention, I did have to edit my appearance tonight. Although the irony, she's the one that made me. And I couldn't be proud about that tonight. That's one thing I do love. Anywho, so, social changes happen on a pendulum, don't they? We see, like, there's an injustice, and then we fix it, then we go a little bit too far, and then we go the other way, and we fix it, and there are unintended consequences, such as, like, whatever happened, this whole Me Too movement kind of went too far, okay? I'm sorry, ladies. Because, I mean, some of us, if there's an option to get diddled by, like, Kevin Spacey for promotion, hey, that's an option! My body, my choice. You know what I mean? That's good. But then, no, Me Too. Okay, rid of it. That's a bunch of sixes. Okay, that was Bill Burr said that. Sorry. It's impossible not to tell him. I love him. He's my idol there. But anyway, did you notice that at the same time that the Me Too movement happened, the entire credit card industry changed? Like with the credit card with the chips? Yeah, you had to wait for consent. You then had to stick it in. You had to wait for it to finish. Don't pull it out yet. Don't pull it out yet. Then you can pull it out. Have you noticed that? I always make sure that the checkout girl is, paying attention. I'm giving the consent and all that. Consent is all the rage nowadays. But now the pendulum swing goes the other way, and guess what you could do? You could just tap that. That's rude, bro. So I love that I have a fellow person from Harry's. So I've been learning some of the language. Now at Harry's, they don't have mashed potatoes. They have smashed potatoes. Right? I don't know what the difference is, but there's a difference. They're supposedly really a lot better. Well, also I've learned there's a breeder term you guys use, and that's like you guys like to smash. So I've had to learn that there's a difference between a side of smash and smash on the side. So sometimes the terms throw me off there. I'm like, oh, which one's which? Yeah, table 37 needs side of the smash. I'm like, okay, I'll make sure I get that over there. All right. See, Mom, it's not that bad. I haven't lit up on fire or anything yet. Okay, so this has all been a big lie. I'm sorry. This has been a big intervention for my mom. I have a big announcement to make. I'm gay. No, actually, this is a dream of hers. You don't understand, because for years she was so happy to see that I wanted to be an astronaut. And thank God I got the same idea as Bo there. Like, you know what? That's just a lot of pressure. So she's pushing me to be a stand-up comedian. I know that it's only took me 40 years to do it, so thanks, Mom. Finally doing that. All right, so my last job, I missed the office jobs because I would get harassed a lot. And I was, most recently, my last office job, I was constantly harassed in the break room. Yes, the coffee machine kept asking my cup size. I am like, that is so rude. How would you like it if somebody asked you your cup size? You know? Oh, well, okay. The pendulum swing keeps going back and forth there. So I'm curious. I'm like, that's an invasion of privacy. How do they know I'm wearing a jockstrap? That's a thinker right there, okay. All right, so does anybody else know the show Skinwalker Ranch, The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch? Come on, guys, because it's got combination. It's got UFOs, it's got poltergeists and all that. And what's so awesome, it's on the History Channel, and it's got, you can tell it's a History Channel because they've got an astrophysicist on there, and it's just like Bo, he's like from Kentucky. You can take the astrophysicist out of Kentucky, but you can't take the Kentucky out of the astrophysicist, right? So there's all these paranormal things going on. He's like, I'm Hornswoggle. There's unprecedented magnitude up to the 1.6 parabolic. You gotta be a monkey's uncle not to understand that. So he's really intelligent and really, kind of folksy there, you know. I had a lot more material. I was just I saw my mom there. I was inspired. So the UFOs are here to get me. I saw the light, so I've got to go. So that's my time. Check it again. Thanks, Arkies.
Give it up for your feature, right? Yeah. All right. You guys ready for your next comic?
Yes, sir.
All right. Give it up for Nathan James.
Let's go.
Hey. Shit, how's everyone doing tonight? Yeah. What's your name, man?
Oh,
Bo, dude, your second time ever doing comedy?
yeah.
That was fucking phenomenal, bro.
Yes,
That was great. Dude, you give me the vibes like if Sean White was like a guidance counselor, dude. It's fucking awesome, bro. I fuck with that. Could you imagine, dude, so the other day they had their first successful like suicide pod carried out in Switzerland. Because some old lady had like a terminal illness or whatever, and she didn't want to like go through her whole life like towards the end, like dying of cancer or whatnot, so she decided to do the suicide pod. They're actually getting sued now because there are signs of strangulation on the lady. Like, could you imagine, like, thinking that you're gonna die, and then you just wake up to the doctors and you're like, fuck! And then just choking you the fuck out, dude. Actually, let's make this like, this is a younger crowd. Could you imagine getting ready for a double and figuring out your fucking weed pen is dead, and you're just like, pod me, bro. Like, put me in the fucking pod, and then you wake up to the guy just fucking manhandling you and choking you out? That's fucking terrifying, actually. I got a haircut today, and I got told while I left that I look like the most polite fuckboy ever. May I please fuck? May I please fuck? May I please hit? May I please hit? The other day, okay, look, I like to go to aquariums and shit and like eat mushrooms. Okay, so I went to the Moat Aquarium in Sarasota, Florida, and there's this manatee there that's named Buffet. Aww. Okay, yo, I love how you guys are going to react to this. If you guys are not about to feel this way in 30 seconds. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, look, I was having a great time. I was recording him. He was like smudging his face up against the glass and shit, and I was like, I feel so connected with this fucking animal right now. And then 2 weeks later, he raped another manatee to death. Growing up in Florida, I got told that manatee's worst danger was fucking propeller blades on a fucking boat. Apparently we were wrong. What the fuck? And then dude, don't bring your bitch to the museum. Nobody is safe. Or the aquarium. Dude, that was the most wildest thing, seeing that thing press up against the glass and then figuring out 2 weeks later that it was a fucking killer. Fuck, dude. Could you imagine? Okay, look, I feel like it would be more like, those things are big. I don't know. Fuck that. Fuck manatees, dude. Fuck manatees. So I realized that my favorite weed dispensary to go to is Trulieve. Okay, like every time they go in, they like make you like spin a wheel and shit, and I'm already high when I walk in there, so I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to be a part of your weed carnival. This is fucking awesome. And then you always get free shit on your way out. Dude, I don't know. I'm not even like paid to say this, but fucking Truly be fucking having the hitters, dude. I'm fucking high as fuck up here right now. I mean, really from the bucket. Old lady queefs. Come on, guys. How am I supposed to rip off of that? Come on. Come on. I'm fighting a fucking hard on right now, guys. I'm fucking bricked up right now. People with Mamba mentality. Fuck yeah, dude. Mamba mentality. I don't know how I'm going to make this into a helicopter joke. Take it away. It didn't land, just like Cody. There we go. Semen retention. Yo, that sucks, bro. I'll be letting loose. I don't retain shit. Alright, that's been my time, guys. I got the mic. You guys give up for your host, Darren Straight and if you had it, oh, you good? There you go. What are you gonna say? Nothing. I'll save it for the roast. Okay. I'll save it for the roast. Give it up for Nathan James. Yeah! Alright. You guys ready for your next comic? Yeah. No. Alright, give it up for Hi, Stop Playing. Hi!
What's up, Mutiny? How we doing tonight? One more time for Darren Strahan. And all the other comics, they've been killers, so I'm sorry for what's about to happen. Anybody watch Boardwalk Empire, right? Or anybody know Steve Buscemi? Yeah. Right? Every time I see Steve Buscemi, I love him, but it's always something, I don't know what's about him. You know what I mean? Like, we were talking about God and the Creator, and like,
he literally looks like he's built like just the right amount of molecules to live. Like he has just the right amount to survive. Like literally just the right. And it, you know, after seeing him like that, I just think about people with albinism, you know what I mean? And I'm like, the printer just stopped, you know what I mean? Like the jam, it had to be something like that because he looks like he was made in full, low resolution, and he can't do anything. So that was just one of the things. And so now I love TV shows. I just finished watching Game of Thrones, right? Right? Everybody usually congratulates me at this point.
Yes.
I appreciate you. And I realized that growing up, my family, we must be royalty too, because just like in Game of Thrones, like they used to call you by your insecurity, right? At the end of Game of Thrones, the guy in the wheelchair that became king, they called him Bronn the Broken. You know what I mean? And they used to call my cousin by his Jose the Stutterer. You know what I mean? Juan the Mute. We had those in my family, you know, it's fucked up. My father used to answer the phone. You know, you get those calls. Nobody answers, right? Oh, my father. Hey, your cousin is calling. You pass the phone to my mom because he's mute. Answer the phone. And Jose the Stutterer is actually my cousin, and he wanted to be a train conductor, right? A train conductor in New York City. And your job as a train conductor in New York City is to say every stop. Come on. I know. Don't do that to him. He had a dream, and he went for it. He didn't get the job, but he works with the transit authority, so I'm proud of my cousin. But I could not help but think, what if he got the job? You know what I mean? Imagine you get the job and you're running late for work. You fall asleep, you wake up, my cousin's on the mic saying, welcome to Bedford. They're already in the next stop at Longwood. You think you're ready to go, you're not there. Man, my family's nuts, you know what I mean? Like, growing up, I had, like, to find purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? I was premature, as you could tell. I made up for it. And so, thank you very much. I'm off in the incubator. Thank you. And so, I had to find purpose in life because I almost died a couple of times, you know? First time I almost died was at an amusement park, right? Water slide, throws you up in the air, drops you down. They ask you if you know how to swim before you ride. I say yes, because I thought I knew how to swim. I did. I had one move. Don't judge me. I was proud of myself for trying. I go in there, jump in, right in the water. What I didn't calculate was that the water from the slide was going to keep me right there in this little vortex. So I'm swimming the best froggy swim I can do. The best. I'm telling you it was the best because I was moving and all I could see is my father walking down the side of the pool, like getting more and more concerned, but not jumping in. What the fuck was that about? Lifeguard standing on the steps just staring out. And I see this as I'm trying to survive. Last bubble, Sonic, trying to get it, right? And I pull myself up. Then that's when they ask me if I'm okay. That's when you ask me if I'm okay, right? And you know what's fucked up? You know what my brother says to me? He says, you should have took one for the team. We could have made some money. If you would have died, we'd have got some money. And I only thought about that because guess what? The girl from Walmart. You remember the girl from Walmart?
Oh my God.
Rotisserie chicken? Sorry, but that's what happened. And I can only think, she took one for the team. You know what I mean? Her family's about to make some money because she got stuck in that oven. Messed up, I know. But she did. She did, I know. I'm sorry, but imagine you being the person that didn't take one for the team and how they look at you. That's how they look at me, okay? I appreciate you. I've been high, stop playing. Just remember this world is love always.
Give it up for High Stop Playing. All right, you guys ready for your next comment? Give it up for Bubbles.
Bubble! Mercury bubble! Blast! That's a Sailor Moon reference. Thank you. Mercury bubble.
All right. I'm not gonna ask you how we're doing because everybody's asked you that. So how am I doing? I am panicking.
Oh! Why?
Because I always panic. You know, like the Hulk, he's always angry.
Oh.
I literally constantly panic. I'm prepared for anything.
Yes.
Whether I want to do it or not, I'm still going to do it, but I'm going to do it terrified.
Yes.
That's a scary book.
Alright, yes, my name is Bubbles. Nice to meet you guys. You will see me a lot more because now I'm addicted to this. Whether I'm funny or not, I'm still going to show up. So, we've got to commit to something, right? With it being so close to Thanksgiving, I'm excited because I want to share one of my favorite times I ever had at Thanksgiving. It's not a lot of people have a lot of like good Thanksgiving stories. Like, yeah, you talk about food, sure. Everybody loves food. I know I do. Don't worry, you're allowed to laugh at that because I do too. Don't worry. But one time I got a chance to go to California for Thanksgiving. My uncle had a big house. They have a ginormous family. Didn't know that there was going to be close to like 60 fucking people at this Thanksgiving. I don't know any of them except like 5. So, but that's not the fun part. The fun part is midway through Thanksgiving, my cousin says, hey, you want to go to a rave? And I'm like, hang on, what do you mean a rave? Because mind you, I was in California, in LA, Santa Monica. I'm not sure I could see the Hollywood side, but I don't really know where it's at. I was too excited to be there for one. But she's like, yeah, there's apparently a rave going on in like downtown LA. It's like $10 to go. You want to go? And I'm like, I have never done anything like that before in my life. Yes, I would like to go. So, now mind you, midway through the plans, my cousin dips out and I have to go with like 2 of her friends who I just met at this Thanksgiving party. So we literally take an Uber. The one guy hands me a bottle of water that I thought was water, and he's like, you're going to want to drink this before we get to where we're going, which I still don't know where we were. I still can't tell you to this day. But, so I got like halfway through this straight-ass vodka bottle, which I'm already like, whoo, this is great. So we get to this rave, and like, mind you, I get on the dance floor, and I'm there for like hours. I don't move from this spot. I'm just dancing into this stuff, whatever. They come through, and they're like, hey, are you thirsty? Sure. They handed me stuff. Not water. Should have been water, because I wasn't drinking anything at that point. They just handed me a bunch of alcohol. About 2 hours in, I'm feeling fantastic. But they're like, you might want some air. So we go outside. And I was like, okay, cool, get some fresh air. Kind of cool enough. I'm like, I've been dancing for a really long time. And I forgot I was in California, and at that time, they had just legalized free weed, like straight up. And my brain did not think that the guy handed me a vape. I thought it was just an innocent little vape. I thought I was about to huff some like sugar donut fucking bullshit. No. Nope. I took a big puff of this vape, which happened to be like, I don't even know what kind of weed, but it was a strong weed. It was a good weed. It tasted delicious. However, at the point I was at, from like the waist down, I was drunk. Okay, my legs were wobbly. I'm like standing, I'm kind of like shifting because I'm like, I'm going to stand up because if I fall, no one will be able to pick me up. All right, because I was a lot bigger back then too. So I smoked this vape joint. From like the torso up, I immediately got stoned out of my mind. So I'm trying to figure out, how do I work my spine? Because like the lower body's like doing this, and I'm up here going like, I don't know what day it is. I think we had turkey, but I can't remember what happened like a second ago. Where am I? Who am I with? Like, it was dangerous. Like no one offered me like the hard drugs. They're like, here, just have some simple weed. And I'm like, sure, because I'm naive. But needless to say, I had like the best rest of the night. Like the whole time was like the best time I ever had in my life for Thanksgiving. Because like, I got so fucked up, I tranced out for 2 of the songs. I was like, holy shit, I know I started this song, but now all of a sudden it's not. So, but I know I'm running out of time. Hang on. I thought it was, damn it. Anyway. But, like, at this point, now that I've had to, like, I didn't know how to get home to my cousin's house, so I had to, like, try to remember what these 2 dudes looked like in a sea of an enormous amount of strangers. And I'm like, I'm really glad one of them finally found me because I would not have been able to get home that night. But it's still to this day my favorite Thanksgiving ever. And if anybody knows where another one is, let me know. I got $10. So, thank you.
Look at me! You know what I'm saying?
Give it up for Bubbles. Alright. We got some class action shit going on next. Give it up for the only black guy here tonight.
Yay!
I like how y'all kept the same amount of consistency of not clapping for each and every one of the comedians as you did for me. No, that's equality. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I like that. He didn't mean class action. He meant affirmative.
Oh.
Oh, good job, baby. But away from you, ma'am, what do you do? What? What do you do? What does she do, Trophy? Huh? I've been seeing you this whole time. Everything she does is sexy. All this, all that, scratching her hair. You got the little kind of see-through John on a little bit. You feel me? I feel like you're doing what you do right now. Just sit and be pretty. Huh? You're a horse rider? That's why is she saying sexy like that? Why is he in that? I feel like, does she walk around the house naked a lot? I feel like you don't know. Are y'all together?
We just met.
Y'all just met? I see what you trying to do, Bo. You did flex for the first time. It's like, you know, a little something, you feel me? I don't know what you want to do. Oh, she's going for the big bucks. Yeah. She wanted finance, but she'll take engineer. Yeah, that's right. I know how y'all do. That's crazy, though. Do birds land on your fingers when you go outside? Just everything perfect. Y'all remember the Herbal Essences commercials?
Yes.
That's her right there.
Yes.
That's her. I'm sorry, I don't watch porn or anything like that, so when I see a beautiful woman in the wild, I gotta say something. Because it means something to me. I saw this girl in a white skirt that's somewhere around here. I saw her walk through the door. I just want to know if her day's all right. Where's she at? Point around. Where's she at? I see you, baby. You good? You hydrated? Are you making sure? Get her some water with some lemon in it and a little bit of salt. I want her hydrated if she's drinking. Somebody walk in her car at the end of the night. I want to make sure you get home all right, sweetie. Beautiful angels walking everywhere. Because porn, I'm not decent. See, and you're lucky I'm Christian because I would have gotten real inappropriate. Alright? I value you. I don't objectify you. You're a child of God in my eyes. I love you so much. Alright. Some stupid jokes. Now, I feel like it's important for everybody to really protect the information that's coming into your eyeballs and your senses and stuff like that, because the stuff that's coming in through mainstream media, we're pretty much cooked, like the internet, the news and stuff like that, so I like to get first-hand information. You feel me? Like even, okay, for instance, back in COVID, when COVID was hitting, my friend is a paramedic and his dad got COVID, and his dad's a big dude. Had all the comorbidities and stuff like that, whatever, however you say it, comorbidities. And he was a bigger dude, like COVID was having a field day with him. And this is what he did. His father that he was trying to save, when he went for it, not the vaccine, he got a medical steroid, got him some zinc, some iron, and sleeper pick, ivermectin. Right? You remember what they were saying about ivermectin? And he made a full recovery. Amazing. Full recovery. No hiccups, no nothing. Now, full disclosure, his dad is a horse. Yeah, I'm glad you got that. Yeah, we were going to the hospital. It was a bad scene the whole time. We pull open the curtain. He's like, "Son, I'm dying." It's not good. It's not good. Another stupid joke we're going to do. When I'm out with my boys, and my girl asked me the day after what we did last night, I don't like to lie to her or anything like that. No, it's not a game. It's not a gay thing. She asked me what we did last night. I don't lie to her. I like to leave stuff out, and then I like to call that a nocturnal omission. All right, yeah. Didn't get the whole room, but okay. I see some head nods. I like that. Long hair. I see you. You crack it up. I need you to crack up out loud.
Yes.
This is all field research. I need to know which jokes I need to use. Am I done? Okay. You know what? I'll be done off that. Thank y'all so much. Good night. Have a great round.
Give it up for Gregory Allison.
Gregory!
Hey, Dan. We really got to get rid of these chains, bro. This is fucked up, bro. This is fucked up, dog. Fucked fucked up, dude. Hey, we need more black comics. That's all I'm saying. You did good. Thank
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right, you guys ready for your next comic of the night?
Yes,
Woo!
Down to the real nitty gritty. We got 2 more. Give it up for Forrest Gates.
Yay!
Guys, listen to me. I'm gonna tell you a truth. The true truth. Dude, I got a fucking girlfriend, dude.
No!
Dude, I'm glad you guys clapped. I'm glad you were excited because like all my other friends were just like, how?
Yeah!
Dude, and then like Andrew was like disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then half of you guys all called her and were like, hey, you know he's gay, right? Yeah, raise your hand. Some of you are here. Fuck you. Well, that's kind of how I found out, too. That's how I found out I'm like the worst gay dude ever. Because, like, I'm pretty sure I hit it this morning. She was telling, like, maybe bi. I know, it was crazy. Like, people in Ocala were like, oh no, a happy couple? Fuck that! Nah, dude. I'm not writing segues. I haven't been doing segues because I'm too stupid to remember them. So, yeah, bro. There's gay dudes who are super into Donald Trump.
Super into.
Dude, it fucking weirds me out because that's like a black dude who's super into bondage.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like, hey, these whips and chains are different. That gay thing's making more sense now, huh? You can tell by looking at me I like country music. I told you I'm not doing fucking segues, dude. I'm just slamming these jokes in there.
Which country?
America! Yee! Fucking... No.
Yee!
Here's what gets me, alright? Country singers, they sing all these songs. They're like, oh, smoky bar on the wrong side of town, the wrong side of the tracks. There's a song about dude getting laid because he gave a girl good directions. It's like, you guys need to get some fucking MapQuest, bro. They're like rappers, because rappers at least know where the fuck they're going. They're like, started from that side, now we on the other side. Started from the bottom, now we here.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, none of you guys listen to rap. You dug that country part. Dude, I'm old, I'm getting old, I don't have TikTok, because I know it's brain rot. And I feel like an old man just because I'm like, fuck these kids, you need to rot your brain like I did back in the day, with drugs and alcohol. But then you think about it, there's a grandpa somewhere, he's like, you need to rot your brain like I did, with untreated syphilis.
Oh, wow.
I had a coworker look at me, and I'm going to describe this coworker. He's very tall, he has all gold teeth, he has Savage tattooed on his forehead. Yeah, and you're all picturing a black guy, and that means you're fucking racist. This man looked at me and was like, would you be scared if you were kidnapped? Wouldn't be kidnapping if I wasn't, huh? Isn't that just like hanging out? If I'm not scared, we're just carpooling, bro. Fuck. Does anybody here poop in public bathrooms? You poop in public bathrooms? Yeah? Your confidence is so gorgeous. I've been an alcoholic for a long time. I do not shit quiet. So I hate being in that stall, making a loud shit, and then having to apologize. If I'm shitting in a public bathroom, I wait until the other person leaves. Well, that's the thing. I'm so fucking awkward when people knock on the door. I used to not know what to do. But hey, let me finish the joke, dickhead. Alright. That's the thing. I work at an ale house, right? And sometimes I don't have time to smoke and piss. So I just piss behind the dumpster. Yeah, my coworker came out and got mad at me. He was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I pointed at the sign and I'm like, it just says no dumping. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Forrest Gates. Thank you for your time.
Give it up for Forrest Gates. All right. Thank you to the girl in the back that gave me the shot. I know you think I'm black, but I'm not. I'm pretty drunk now. I'll be getting home safe. All right, you guys ready for the next comic? Woo! Give it up for Diablo!
Diablo!
Hello. This is my first time in this. I'm Diablo. You can't tell who I'm wearing because I'm allergic to wool. I was trying to get here, but what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was on the way here, and then I came, and it made it even hard to get out of bed. I'll blame my wife for that. That's all I got. Thank you.
You did. That's step one.
Yeah.
Baby step one.
I got my foot.
Next time.
I got my foot right.
You guys ready for the last comic of the night?
Hey, I just did it.
All right, get your ass up here.
I just did that.
Give it up for him.
Good, yeah.
Tried it right now.
That's how you start. That's how you start. You should not get afraid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah, Andrew.
Oh, yes!
That kind of came up pretty fucking quick. I wasn't really expecting that. This is actually the first time that I'm really nervous up here.
No!
Because I have my sister on the stage, so then she gets to judge me whenever I get home for telling all these unhinged stories. She missed the last time where I was having the ethical dilemma of having phone sex in front of my mother's ashes, and it's very... I'm probably going to get the dirty look. I'm not even going to look over at her right now. It's wild because I'm definitely not a comedian by any trade. I just like coming up and performing and saying unhinged stuff. And some of you guys know that I DJ around town and all that type of stuff. So this Sunday night at over at the Magnolia, or I think it's what is the Anti-Monopoly Room, right? That one? Yeah. I'll be spinning the oons. But that's enough of a plug. So a lot of people, they would think looking at me just because I'm a DJ that like I'm just like rolling in the fucking women. Definitely fucking not. I was kind of on a long break for a while, and then I kind of came out of my break and shit. But it was pretty interesting because it was a threesome. But it's kind of, So, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking like, oh, fuck yeah. But it's not what you guys think, I'm like fucking like trying to prove something and shit like that because it's been a while and shit. And I'm pulling out all the fucking greatest hits, from the edge of the bed and all that type of shit. And this is where the threesome comes into play because the dog started licking my ass. And I wasn't really too sure how I felt about it. I mean, I kind of got turned on a little bit, but then I was like, shit. Somebody's gonna fucking report me to the Humane Society, and the next thing you know, I'm gonna have fucking John Wick on my ass. Like, my head's been on a fucking swivel as of late, just because of that. Like,
Peanut the squirrel.
It's honestly those are the moments where like I really contemplate being gay, but like if I didn't gag when I brushed my teeth or it didn't hurt when I took a shit, like I would totally be about it. Because think about it, it's like, dude, how the fuck are you gonna sit there and...
Oh yeah.
Oh, you pulling?
I pull your hair.
Oh yes. You guys, don't fucking judge me. Look at him. Look at it. It's Ocala Wolverine, no Ocala Jesus, all into one. That's the whole thing. But yeah, so I mean, I just really don't understand a lot of the things that are happening in my life currently, just because it's kind of happening at such a breakneck speed. Like, went really, really, really fast from doing jack shit to all of a sudden I'm fucking freezing my ass off in the cold for $50 fucking spinning fucking house music. Talk about a midlife fucking crisis. But yeah, I guess I'll reach into the hate bucket because I definitely didn't have anything planned.
Bucket!
Bucket! Your third cousin that's attractive and you fucking. I'm Puerto Rican, no comment.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Furries. They're fun. They like to make you drag them around the house with a rope around their neck.
Peanut the squirrel.
And the squirrel butt plug. Yes. I'm unhinged. Sorry, guys. What else we got? Waiting on women to get ready, and they take forever.
Who wrote that?
Everybody knows that. They take forever, and then they're fucking rushing you. What we got? Oh shit, I'm getting the light. Too bad it's not the good light, it's death. Toenail collection.
Fucking tell her.
Ew. What we got? I think the light's 30 seconds left. What else? If Kevin Holmes was a fuckboy. Who the fuck's Kevin Holmes? Who's Kevin Holmes?
I don't know.
All right.
Kevin Holmes, stand up.
What we got? A cigarette. Why is Forrest always naked? I don't know. I'm not sure. Because Forrest fucked.
There was a cigarette in there.
Oh, yes. The cigarette definitely made a bunch. That's my time, I guess?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Joe. I definitely wasn't going to jerk off in front of my mom.
Oh, Darren.
Oh, we got one more?
Yes, sir.
Oh, this guy's a killer.
Brendan!
Yeah, no, you're good. Andrew's got syphilis now with the cigarette in the fucking...
Got the random syphilis cigarette.
What's your name? Alright, we got one more comment. Special guest. Give it up for Brandon.
What's going on, Mutiny?
There we go.
As you guys can hear, my name is Brandon. And as you know, we just had an election a few weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
During the last election, I lived not in the United States. I used to live in Italy. And I missed the whole little joke going on about my name. I got back to Ocala, and some guy's hat said, "Let's go, Brandon." It's like, fuck yeah. You guys are really happy to have me back. I went around, it was on billboards and t-shirts. I was like, God bless America. It's finally all right in the world again. Yeah. I just ran up here from my car. I am so out of breath right now. I do not have asthma. But what I do have is the worst case of Republican face of all time.
Oh.
I was just pumping gas, and the guy looked over at me with a tear in his eye. He's like, "We did it, bud. We saved America." This face is good for some things. Job interviews, getting into college. Not good at other things. Facebook. Dude, now to think about it, like in the last 2 weeks, every ugly girl has unfriended me on Facebook. I wonder what the correlation is. Have you guys been getting the Kamala emails? We got any Kamala emailers in the room? They used to be so strong. Let's save America. Donate $100. Earlier today it said, "Brandon, can you spare $5? Please, I'm never going to have a job again." Oh, I just cut down my thing. Oh my goodness. Let's go, Brandon. That's the joke. Sometimes things aren't what they appear, right, guys? I have one that's going to blow your minds. I'm actually an African American man.
Ooh!
Let me explain to you. Just stay for a second.
Okay, wait.
Where are you guys going? I'm not black, but I am African American. Both my grandpas are black men. I'm just going to say it right to you so you can't leave. Both my grandpas are black men. They both married white women. Both my parents are interracial. And I'm the only sibling with every white genetic possible. They knew it too. I'm the fourth one. My sister's name is Jillian. There's Kane. There's Marshawn. When I slid out, that thing was, they're like, this is a Brandon right here. And Thanksgiving's on Thursday. That's why I'm back in Ocala this week. I normally live in Jacksonville. And Thanksgiving, they always got these quips at me. They come at me, so I got to get back at them early. They're like, ha ha ha. Brandon can't say the N-word. Always making fun of me. I'm like, Yeah, I can't say the N-word, but I can get out a ticket. Kane's like, hey, Brandon, how's that SPF 100 when you go to the beach? I say, hey, Kane, yeah, when I go to the beach, I put on the sunscreen. But then I go swimming. Okay, it's a thinker. They're like, Brandon, you can't run fast. I was like, yes, but I can run at nighttime. When you grow up with around like strong black women in my life, like my aunties and such, it reinforces what you're attracted to later in life. I've been attracted to black women my whole entire life, but I'm not that smart. Sir, did you know that Medea is played by Tyler Perry? Yeah, I just learned that out last week. Do you know who Medea is? Learn about her. She's got like 40 movies out. Yeah. I don't know what the world record is for a straight man jerking off to a black guy is, but call Guinness because I'm pretty sure I got it. Speaking of giant black men, aren't we all just a little tired of Shaq? Shaquille O'Neal for the lights. He is so annoying, and I bet no one hates him more than his kids. Every time he gets a chance, they're like, hey, Shaq, you have great gummies now. He's like, yeah, but my kids aren't getting any of the money. They didn't work. They need to get master's degrees. And I'm like, Shaq, just think about what you're saying. Yeah, you made it to the league. He's so condescending. He's like, I was the one in the gym. I was the one that woke up early. I was the one that grew up to 7'2". Just imagine him just like drunk at his table with his Shaq wine, his big dick's just hitting everybody in the head. All right, guys, that one didn't work. I'm on a diet. Me and my wife are on a diet. Do you guys know what that means? It means I'm eating a lot in my car. There's not a joke to that one yet. I just think that's a funny sentence. You know you're getting fat when your shoes are tight. Okay. I'm like, I'm going to a 10.5 wide. Well, do I get the light? Yeah. All right, I just recently moved here from California, and there's a lot of big cultural differences between Florida and California. In California, they display the pride flag everywhere, proudly. Not in Ocala. In Ocala, they're like, nah, red, white, and blue, those are our colors. Yeah. And then we put the thin blue line for the police, and then the red line for the firefighters, and then the yellow line for medical, and then the green for the military. I was like, you boys got tricked. But I'm down with all the inclusivity of the world. Yes. I loved all the inclusivity in California, but for not any good reason. Solely misogynistic reasons. Men are the best at everything now. We're the best fashion designers and cooks. I had an all-male flight attendant crew the other day. We're so good at being women. 2 years ago, we won Woman of the Year. Yeah. Caitlyn Jenner is the toughest broad in this bitch. She's tougher than all the men in this room. There's a guy in a biker jacket in the back saying, "Nuh-uh, cut your dick off." No one's cutting their dick off for the love of the game. And I was like, oh yeah, there is a brand new pussy in those pants, and that's no Marion County snatch. That's no Denellen vagina. That's made by the best doctors and wizards and scientists on the planet. And I wonder who it is was the first person to jump up in that Brucey puss. Do you think he was like, God damn, that's an Olympic gold shit right there. I put that on a box of Wheaties. Thank you, Mutiny. It's been a good time. Thank you for watching me.
Thank you. Give it up for Brandon.
Brandon!
All right, folks, that's the end of our open mic. Remember, we got a roast on December 5th. Dan's got some tickets back there if you want to get on that. So
there's a roast.
Let them know. Thanks. Have a good night.
I'm the hammer. Yay, show. Mwah. It's my mom. Hey, Mom.